Here's the videos, yes. Anyways, what's up? It's Katie Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Katie. Be sure to smash that subscribe button if you would like to see more of my face. And over the last couple months, I have had a handful of questions coming in from different people. They're like,
Katie, oh my god, your videos are so good. How do I make them like yours?
And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Just kidding. But mostly they want to know, hey, how'd you get started with YouTube? How do you make your videos? And I was like, buddy, I got you. So today I'm going to be talking about how I come up with my topics for videos, what camera gear I use, how I work with lighting, what I use for editing, all that stuff. Also, Matt, thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. That's absolutely ridiculous. You guys are crazy and I love you. And let me know if you guys want to see me do something for it. I don't really know what, but yeah, if you guys want to see something, let me know. Also, if there are questions that you guys have that I don't answer in this video, be sure to drop them in the comments and I will make a part 2 if I get enough of them, or I can talk about them on like a live stream or something. So yeah, let's get into it. So as far as coming up for topics for your videos, make stuff that you are excited about, because if you're not excited about it, nobody else is going to be. A lot of the times it works really well if you make stuff that's relevant to your life, i.e. like lately I've been doing little like beginning of college things. If you guys have been watching my videos, you know that a lot of my videos are related to that. Or if you're doing a lot of travel or you're moving, stuff like that that's like relevant to your life makes it a lot easier to film and come up with ideas, because it's your life. You're doing the thing right now. I started on YouTube a little over 3 years ago because I was on a big road trip and I wanted to make videos about that. So just kind of like taking whatever like events are going on in your life and making that into your content is great. Next is camera gear. So when I started making videos, I did a lot of vlogging on my phone. I just had like the iPhone like 5 or something. I don't even remember, but I would vlog on my phone because that was what I had on me. I also bought a used Canon T3i because I did want to get into kind of like photography and whatnot. So if you're starting out, would definitely recommend buying something that's like used or refurbished, or honestly, even if you've been like doing it for a while, if you can get something that like is in good condition, why not save that money on something that has been like lightly used than buying something brand new for like a lot more money. But mostly now I use my Canon G7X Mark II, which is what I'm filming on right now, which is great because when I would do like walk around vlogs with my T3i, it really hurt my shoulder and I've torn my rotator cuff a couple of times, like not doing that but like doing other things, and it really hurt. So the G7X is great because it's super light and doesn't have like that bulky body or anything. And then for tripods, I have 2 basic tripods. One is like a big one that I just got from Amazon Basics that I use for videos like this. You know, the camera stays in one place. And then I have a smaller tripod that I use more for vlogging because it's like little and it's easier to carry around. All right, now I'm using both of them because I forgot a piece for my big tripod at home. So I'll show you that little setup that we've got going on right here. But yeah, so just like use what you got. Sometimes I'll just like pile up a ton of books or something and stick my little tripod on there because that works too. Probably more important than like what gear you're actually using, lighting is so freaking important. I feel like anybody who's ever taken a selfie knows natural lighting is best. Right now I'm filming in front of my big window in my dorm and it works great. But if your room or wherever you're at has like bad lighting, would recommend, if you have a little bit more money to put into it, soft boxes, because for the longest time I used umbrellas and I just really didn't like how they diffuse light or anything, but soft boxes do a lot better job of that. I can leave the links to a couple of those in the description of this video, so if you're looking for some good ones, check them out in the box below. Because most of the time like in ceiling lighting or whatever is just like icky, you know, and a lot of like LED or like other kinds of light give this weird like look, and nobody likes that. So natural lighting is the way to go if you can. Next is editing, yay! So editing was actually a lot of the reason why I got into making videos. I used to make little like slideshows and stuff on iMovie when I was younger, and so I was like, oh, you know, like that'd be fun to like show like what I'm doing while like traveling and stuff and like get back into that. So editing is super fun. It's definitely like a good way to like make your video your own because you can like get jiggy with it, like develop your own style, but you can also like explore new stuff, which like if you've been watching my vlogs recently is kind of like what I've been doing. So for editing software, I used iMovie until about 1.5 years ago, so that'd be like a great thing to start off with if you have a like MacBook or an iMac or whatever. It's free, so if It's free, it's for me. Damon and Joe, please be my friend. So I used that for about 2.5 years. And then about a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago, I put some money into Final Cut Pro, which I personally love. It's like pretty user-friendly, and then there's a ton of like effects and transitions and coloring things that you can download for free off the internet that people just like make for it, that you can use to make your video different, and I absolutely love that. But I would recommend that if you are starting off, to start with iMovie. That way you're not sinking a ton of money into something that you don't know that you're gonna like, because as soon as I started making videos, I knew that a lot of YouTubers used Final Cut, and I was like, oh, I should get that, and I was like, wait, hold on. I was like 14, I think, and Final Cut Pro is kind of expensive, so I was like, hold on, slow your roll, make sure that this is actually something that you want to do before sinking $300 into this editing software. I know that there's like Adobe Cloud and stuff which run more on a like month-to-month payment thing, and that's not my speed, but I can leave some like comparison articles or whatnot in the description as well, so if you would like to kind of look at the difference between Final Cut or Adobe or whatever, I'll leave the links to those in the description. Okay, so as far as just like otherwise like filming tips that I would have, definitely if you have a camera with a flip out or flip up screen, do not look at the viewfinder. And honestly, this is something that I definitely still do. There's every once in a while where you see me like look up a little bit. You can tell when I'm looking at the lens versus when I'm looking up at the viewfinder. So like right now I'm looking at the viewfinder, and then you can tell the difference between that. So if you have a screen with a viewfinder where you can see yourself while filming, definitely try your best, and I know it's really hard, but try your best to look at the lens and not the viewfinder, because you can tell. Another thing that will literally just make life so much easier for you is to pause between your takes.
So if I was talking and then I would just
like kept going and like da-da-da-da, like it makes it hard to cut between those. So if you mess up your words, try to like and then keep going, because it'll make it easier for you when you go back to edit. Then you don't have to like cut right between, you know, where you mess up and where you start talking again. And again, this is something that I'm still working on, but it's something that I'm becoming more aware of and starting to work on getting better at. It makes it easier for me in editing, just makes it sound a little bit better, you know? If gearing towards an audience is more of your focus with making videos, I would definitely say try to be as consistent as possible with your uploads. For literally years, I would just upload whenever I wanted, which is a great thing about YouTube, is that you don't actually have a schedule like a regular job, but it does make it harder to build an audience if you post once every, you know, 6 months, and then you upload like 82 times, and then you disappear again for another year. And yeah, it's hard to come up with things every week or twice a week or every other week, but as most of us know, YouTube has a weird algorithm thing. So if like building an audience is kind of like your goal, which like wouldn't say that like that's the best, you know, motive behind making videos, because that shit is hard, then consistency is key, just like with anything else. Also, kind of piggybacking off of being consistent, planning makes your life so much easier. Oh my god. So personally what I do is I will make a little note in my calendar for each week and what videos I want to have uploaded that week. That way when the weekend comes, and the weekend is normally when I film my videos, I know, hey, this video is going up on Thursday, this is what I need to film today. But even better than that, if you look at it, you know, the week before, then you have time to kind of like plan out your video and write, you know, like a loose outline of what you want to talk about or what you want to do before you actually film it, which also makes it easier. Because honestly, I have a note on my phone right now that has kind of a loose outline of the things that I want to talk about, and like in different categories, because if I was just like, hey, I'm gonna sit down and talk about how to make a video, I wouldn't know where to start unless I had done some planning beforehand to help me out with that. Wherever, just like write down your stuff. It makes it easier to keep track of, makes it easier to know what you're doing, how to plan ahead. Also, I know that a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I want to be a YouTuber, like I'm gonna make that my job. And let me tell you, if you have an interest in making YouTube videos for money, don't. I've been doing this for like almost 3.5 years, and you know how much money I've seen come out of this? $0. Granted, I've got some great opportunities out of it. I got to shoot a wedding video this summer because I had background experience in making videos. I've gotten to go to VidCon a couple of times, but that is all stuff that I pay for. None of that is paid for me, and I've been doing this since I was literally 14. I know a lot of, you know, like big creators are like, oh yeah, I just bought this Tesla and I'm going to Bali, and like I just bought a house and it has like 3 infinity pools. That's so hard hard, and in comparison to how many people have channels and like make videos regularly, there's a very small amount of people who live like that. So
it's not about the money.
Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to let me know by giving it a big thumbs up and subscribing down below and hitting the notification bell. That way you get a little ding when I upload. This is my favorite comment from last week's video. Yes. So if you would like to be featured in next week's video, leave a comment and let me know who your favorite YouTuber is and why. Personally, I've been watching a lot of Summer McKean videos lately, as well as Emma. Honestly, don't know what her last name is, but she's from Sweden and she's got like really nice aesthetic and all that. So let me know who your favorite YouTuber is and why in the comments below, and I will pick my favorite comment and feature it in next week's video, and hopefully I will see you then. Bye!